Alright guys, welcome back to another video. Today's video is a little different. Ever since I started this channel, people have been asking me, how do you deal with losses? How do you deal with bad mentality? And I figured, why not make an entire video on it? Because there's a lot to say, man. Mentality is probably a good 25% of the game itself, right? Like, I would say 25% is your mental, 75% is actually playing the game. That's how important mentality is. And people don't even realize it. They'll just go into Brawlhalla with a bad mindset, bad mood, and just end up losing a bunch of games and wondering why. And I'm telling you, it's your mindset. So here's a couple things that I do that help me, right? So first thing is adjusting your mindset and making sure you're in a good mood before you even launch the game. Before I even launch Brawlhalla, I'll literally tell myself in my mind, I'll be like, okay, we're here to learn today. This is a learning session. This is not a session where I'm trying to win or gain elo, because that, frankly, does not matter. What matters is learning and improving at the video game. So that's what I'll tell myself. And I think, honestly, if you could get your mood straight before you even launch the game, it's going to set you up for a good rank session, I would say. All right, so that leads us into our next point, which is focus on learning. Focus on improving at Brawlhalla. You're not here to beat your opponent and throw the salt taunt out. That won't do you any good, man, I'm telling you. And a good way to like push that mentality is by looking at replays, right? So replay feature, I feel like nobody uses this, and or at least not at lower elos, but this is how you get better, is reviewing your replays and actually analyzing what you're doing wrong. If you don't actually take the time to go through replays and you're just launching the game because you're bored and you're just playing, then don't expect to actually improve, right? You're going to be hard stuck at a specific elo. Brawlhalla, one thing I learned since I started playing this game is it will reward you the elo you deserve, right, in the end. So don't focus on the elo in the short term. Just try and get better at the game. Now, one thing I suggest with replays is not to go through games that you got like 3 stocked or whatever. I would go through closer games so you could actually analyze the specifics of what you did wrong. So go frame by frame through your replays and actually check, okay, whether it's things like I'm dodging in too much, or I can't get on stage because his edge guards are beating me out, or I can't gain stage control. Little things like that, fast falling into recoveries. There's a bunch of little things that add up to make the player that you are. So if you could figure out those little things that you're doing wrong and adjust your playstyle accordingly, that's the fastest way to learn, man, is really through replays. Now, my third point is try not to focus on your opponent too much. I know it's hard. You're like, oh my god, they're gonna throw out a salt taunt, my career is over, I'm gonna end up on Brawlhalla Twitter. But trust me, like, it's not that deep, bro. It's just Brawlhalla. It's a 2D video game. Who cares what they say? You're here for yourself. You're here to improve. Just remind yourself that, because a lot of people get stuck in the, oh my god, this guy's gonna beat me, man. Oh my, it's the end for me. I might as well quit. Like, it ain't that deep, bro. Chill out. Don't worry. Everything's gonna be fine. You're here to play Brawlhalla, pick up a legend that you like, and just grind the game. All right, another thing about Brawlhalla is confidence matters so much. You have to have the confidence to aggress someone when you know you should be aggressing, or parrying someone when you know you should parry. You have to be confident about your gameplay. If you're scared to push someone because you're scared of getting punished, or you think they're better than you, those little things that you tell yourself could add up and really cost you the game. So I would say, even if you're playing somebody who's way higher elo than you and they're about to 3-stock you, that doesn't matter. Just focus on your confidence, because it'll add up over time. And once you get better at the game, you'll be able to beat these people because you'll have more confidence to them. All right, another thing I want to talk about is toxicity. I feel like so many people are toxic, and like, it's okay to be toxic, like, it's a video game, who cares? But I'm just saying, what good does it generally do for you? I don't feel like it does that much for you. I feel like if you lose to somebody, instead of throwing out the core thumbs down or whatever, be nice. Throw out a GG, go in the replay, see what you did wrong, and come back better and stronger next time. That's the best way to get back at somebody. Instead of writing in the comments, oh my god, KYS or whatever, like, chill out. Just go in the replays, learn what you did wrong, come back, and next time you fight them, you'll knock them out the park, man. It'll be that simple. And it'll help my mental. So the best way to like beat somebody after you lose to them is go in the replay and adapt to them, so you'll never lose to them again, right? Figure out what you're doing wrong and what they're doing right, and try and counter it. So that would be my advice for that. So I'm not going to sit here and act like bad days don't exist. Everybody has bad days in Brawlhalla, especially me. And the best way that I found to counter that is honestly to just take a break from the game. If you're like smashing your keyboard and like saying some foul words, I would honestly just get off the game, go get a glass of water, bro, and maybe call it a day, or take a break at least, because that'll help your mental. It's not worth getting that angry over a 2D platformer. Now notice how I'm talking about sort of small things, because all of these things add up together to form your mental, right? So not focusing on your opponent, having confidence in the game, telling yourself you're here to learn before you even launch the game. Like, all of these things add up to make your mental. If you follow all the advice I gave you in this video, I promise you, your mental will get better in Brawlhalla, and it won't be as rage-inducing of a game as you think it might be. And it's important to focus on these things because in tournament, that's where your mental is going to get tested the most, man. You're going to face some drops on your weapons, a bunch of random stuff that you didn't expect to happen. And you have to have the mentality to push through those things. And that only comes with practicing your mental in ranked and in experimental. You have to practice your mental in the game before you go to tournament, and that's where the final test really is. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this shorter style of video for you guys about your mental in Brawlhalla. If I missed anything, add in the comments for people. Let people know what they should do and what has helped you. And I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.